morning, Ed Kinsella. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Andrew?
I'm all right now. It's sunny. It's warm. I can't complain really. I'm trying to, but I can't complain.
Not like you, but okay.
Not
I'll
like
find
me,
something
I
to
know.
talk about.
No, it's lovely. Come here. It's going to be. It won't be as sunny as it was the last couple of days today. There'll still be lovely sunshine mixed with a lot of cloud cover in places. Still warm enough though. Temperatures today of maybe 18 to 20 in places. So still decent Monday ahead. So we'll take it.
Yeah, that sounds pretty much perfect. The weather over the weekend was just stunning. Did you have a nice weekend?
I did. I didn't do a whole pile on Saturday. Kind of pottered around the place, and then Sunday. What did I do? So I was training yesterday, and then we kind of sat out in the garden for a bit. Went and got a 99. Went for a drive around. We were nosing on people and went for a cruise around the place. But it was a chilled
Yeah,
out weekend. It was nice. Yeah, got out to enjoy the weather though as best we could.
cool. Yeah, excellent. I spent a lot of the weekend in Castle
I
Gregory.
was
It
just going to
was
say. I thought I saw you out pottering around in the west.
Yeah, no, it was amazing. So I was in Castle Gregory Friday, Saturday, and then yesterday took us been to one of my favorite places in the world, Brandon Point.
Nice.
Got a Coke Zero in Murphy's and drank it on the pier. There was other people drinking pints of Guinness and stuff, but I was drinking a Coke Zero. And then what else did I do? Oh, took a spin to Dingle. Got some chips in Real. Have you ever gone to Real?
I haven't
Oh,
actually. No, I've never been in there.
unreal, unreal.
Real is unreal.
See what
I totally get it.
Yeah, anyway, I had a lovely weekend. Hope you guys did as well. You can let us know what you got up to. Now, some of the papers' top stories that were waking to this morning. Well, let's start with the Sun because after such an amazing weekend, lots of people were out and about, and obviously that meant in some instances people weren't distancing as they should have been. So check out this photograph on the front page of the Irish Sun today. The headline is absolutely shocked, and you probably heard this over the weekend, but Ireland's top doctor, Tony Holohan, saying he's not too happy about some of the scenes he witnessed over the weekend in Ireland. He said he was furious after street parties broke out across the country. The CMO was absolutely shocked at the scenes in Dublin. Taoiseach Leo Varadkar said there's a real risk of a fourth COVID wave hitting Ireland. So as much as we loved the good weather and being out and about and seeing people, we are being reminded that we still need to be socially distancing and taking all those precautions. So that's on the front page of the Irish Sun as well today. Lots of sport as well, Andrew, and reaction to some Football League action over the weekend as well, and Champions League action too. And Michelle Heaton, what was Michelle in Liberty X, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's been speaking about recent health issues that she has. I was dazed from death, says Michelle Heaton. She says she's on the road to recovery now, but it's another big story on the front page of The Sun this morning.
I don't know. Did you see the video on Twitter of is it William Street in Dublin where that photograph was taken on the front of the Sun, and it was
Mhm.
the video was of the following morning at like 6:30 in the morning of the cleanup. It was actually
Oh,
shocking. Like
yeah, yeah,
bottles and cans and bags of rubbish and food and pizza boxes. It was just the whole street. It just seemed to go on for about 600 or 700 yards. Was just filthy. Like.
yeah.
But anyway, yeah. Having said that, I saw somebody make a good point like that. The weather was nice in Ireland. What did he expect us to do? That's not to say it was right or wrong to do it, but people were always going to gather when the weather was nice. It was
Yeah.
inevitable. The Examiner then lead kind of with a similar story ahead of the bank holiday weekend. Local lockdown warnings amid fears of bank holiday crowds. Cork, Dublin arrests as Gardaí disperse gatherings, and concerns now as there's 128 confirmed cases of the Indian variant in Ireland. Local lockdowns could be rolled out if the COVID cases spike. The Taoiseach has warned after the large crowds gathered in Dublin, Cork and other cities over the weekend. Concerns are growing over the spread of the Indian variant as well, and there were scenes they're hoping for a non-repeat over the bank holiday weekend of scenes where Gardaí had to disperse the crowds. That's in the Examiner there this morning. And no PUP cuts and €1 billion for Go for Broke economy plan is the other headline. COVID supports for workers and businesses will not be touched for at least another 3 months as the government goes for broke to get the economy back up and running. That's in the on the front page of the Examiner as well this morning.
Now, in the Irish Daily Mail, front page more on the story that I just mentioned on the Sun as well. Fears of a fourth wave of infection. The Taoiseach issuing that stark warning yesterday that we're at risk of getting the fourth wave. of COVID-19, if street parties seen yet again over the weekend are repeated in the coming days. So that's the front page of the Irish Daily Mail today. And British Prime Minister Boris Johnson got married over the weekend. Boris's barefoot bride is the headline in the front page of the Irish Daily Mail. Did he brush his hair for his wedding, Andrew?
Well, that photograph maybe suggests he did, but I saw another one of him walking out of the Abbey, and it was just as crazy as ever. So I don't know.
Did you do you think he does? It's actually a style. I think he gets his hair styled like that now at this stage. It's so part of his look.
Maybe,
Don't
yeah.
know. How come? Okay, here's a question for you. We're going to get it. I didn't read much about it. I just saw a few photos of his wedding. But one thing that's perplexing me about it, how come he got married in a Catholic church?
Yeah, so I was worried not worried. I was wondering about
Were
this as
you
well last
concerned?
night. I was very concerned. So apparently the Catholic Church doesn't recognise his first two marriages, and therefore he was free to go. Apparently.
Oh, nice. So he
yeah,
wasn't
so-
married before. I
Yeah, in
actually
the eyes
didn't
of the
know
church, he wasn't
No.
married, so therefore he was allowed to get married in the Catholic Church. Because, funny enough, you may say that the reason I googled it last night is because I saw so many people on Twitter kind of going, "Hang on, he's been divorced twice. How did he get married in the Catholic Church?" Exactly the same thing. So
So that only applies if you were married in the Catholic Church before. Yeah.
that was my understanding of it last night. Yeah, that
Yeah.
it wasn't recognised. So
The Catholics really are making it up as they go along, I think, the hierarchy. Hang on a second, we've got a problem. Let's just say this. Yeah. Wow, I never knew that. Thank you, Andrew.
Again, it was completely news to me last night as well. So, but by all accounts, that's how we got it. Because a lot of people are like, oh, typical, using your power to get influence over the church, and you go in, you use a position of power.
Yeah.
But apparently, he didn't use a position of power at all. By all accounts, they looked into it, and it was a technicality, I suppose, really. But yeah,
Wow.
married over the weekend.
If only the Catholic Church could be so kind to same-sex couples and overlook that. But no, they will not. But they will overlook somebody who married twice before. Amazing.
Divorced twice as well.
I know, absolutely. But anyway, that's all over the papers, as you would expect. It's really one of the big talking points in the papers over the weekend and into today again.
Yeah. The Irish Times this morning, kind of the same stories. COVID-19 pandemic payment cuts to begin as early as August. Now, one paper says they won't be touched for 3 months. So I suppose that makes sense. Yeah, June, July, August. And the Cabinet will meet on Tuesday to agree stimulus package on phasing out the financial supports. And the Mater will have no air ambulance facility when trauma centre opens. So there's this new centre will open next March, right? A helipad has been covered by temporary buildings needed for extra coronavirus capacity. So the major new centre for treating severely injured accident victims who will be transported there now has no helipad to land there. So they're kind of saying, it's a huge design flaw, lads, that you need to get sorted ASAP. But that's also in the Irish Times. And their sports section, much as you mentioned there, Elaine, as well, looks at the Champions League final from Saturday and some of the football matches over the weekend, including Kerry versus Roscommon. That's in the Irish Times this morning.
Now, some of the trends that you're waking to today. Mayor of Easttown, last episode on, I haven't seen it yet. It was the early hours of this morning, Andrew, am I right?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think it was on about 3 o'clock in the morning or something like that, yeah.
So neither of us have seen it, so we don't want to talk about that at the moment. Star Wars Return of the Jedi released yet on this day, yesterday, 1983. So people are chatting about that as well this morning.
Reading in the Years 2017 was the show of or the year of discussion last night on TV, and The Van is being discussed as well, the movie The Van, because Back to Barrytown, which is the documentary looking back at the trilogy of the movies. Last night they looked at The Van. Now I don't know, was The Van itself actually on last night, or is it going to be on maybe this weekend? If somebody can let us know. I didn't see that, but anyway, there was a lot of people discussing The Van on Twitter as well this morning.
Now, let us know how your weekend was. What did you get up to? We'd love to hear about it. We'd love to see your photos as well. Actually, I know the final of the Arlie Strand competition happened on Saturday night at the Kingdom 550. But Andrew, over the weekend, Friday, some of the photos that were being sent in were absolutely brilliant. Thank you to everybody who took part in the competition. We really did get some fantastic photographs over the past few weeks. And people got very creative. But if you were out and about over the weekend and you just took a photograph of yourself enjoying the sunshine or whatever it is, do share it with us. There was one of the Joyces in Ballybunion. They were out with their boogie boards and a 2-litre carton of milk in the water, which was just classic. Brilliant. So well done to Ava and Jamie who sent that photo in on Friday. I think it was. I spotted that one. So But yeah, photographs more than welcome. As always, you can share them on our Facebook page or you can WhatsApp them to us.
I saw a couple of amazing sunset pictures from Saturday night on Instagram over the weekend. Places like Feenit. I saw a lovely one just kind of looking out over Moll's Gap. And I saw another one. I actually not sure where it was. I think it was Tarbert, but I'll have to have a look at my phone there again. But yeah, just because of the weather we had some amazing sunsets as well. So I'm sure, as you said, Elaine, there's people who took photographs and snaps or videos over the weekend. Do please share them with us this morning. We'll put them up on our Facebook page as well. All right, we'll rock on then. We're live between now and 9 o'clock on the radio. So you can text or WhatsApp us. Comment here as well if you'd like. We'll give you a mention on the air. And yeah, we've plenty of tunes to play and have a bit of crack. Have a good day.
Have a good one, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.